Our next stitch type is a blind hem stitch. And I use this quite often, especially when in my special occasions designs, because it's a clean way, it's a neat way to get a beautiful hem without actually having to put a line across and machine stitch it. You'll find that when you're doing really high-end garments, the worst thing that you can possibly see on something very delicate and elegant is like a giant stitch mark going across it. It's almost unheard of. You normally see more refined techniques, and one of those is the blind hem. And how that's done is you basically take your thread, and for example, let's say this is the top of the skirt area or the dress area, and I've done my hem, and now I'm just folding it upward. So this is the bottom of the hem. Better visual here. So this is the skirt or dress top. This is the bottom of the hem, and I'm just folding it over. And now we have this fold right here, and I obviously can't leave it hanging, because if so, then I have to do that hard stitch across, and I don't want that hard stitch. I want a soft, secure way to have my seam secured. So I just go in to that fold right behind the fold, and again, you can create a knot here if you like. If not, you just pull it straight through. Once I pulled it straight through, I'm going to go to that fold area, and in between that fold area is going to look a little something like this, sort of a tunnel. I'm going to push my needle through, but I don't want to come on this side of the fabric, right? Because this is supposed to be invisible. So I actually need to go in and have the needle go through that fold. So it's going to look like that. And then on the opposite side, just below the fold, so you can't see it, I'm going to have the needle come out. So there the needle is coming out, and you can't see it on this side. I'm going to pull it through. And then I'm going to go into that fabric on the other side and pull it through. And there it's going to be secured. And this is what it looks like on the other side. I'm going to make a tiny prick into the fabric, but I'm going to make sure that I'm just picking up a tiny bit of fabric. So I'm not going to hard go down into the fabric, because I don't want there to be any imprints on this side of the fabric. So I'm just picking up enough to secure it, so that I can return inside of that tunnel. So once I've gotten in there, I'm gonna poke one more time inside the fabric, just like that. Go back through that tunnel, and this is just gonna require you to like feel for the needle. So for example, you should be able to feel through, and I like to kind of fold it because I want to make sure I'm not accidentally picking up any of the fabric at all. And then kind of peeking through here, I'm going to see my needle. So now I can still see that there's no indentations here, but my needle has come out on this side. So I'm like right in between that tunnel. And then I'm going to press my needle back inside, back out the back, and pull again. So now we have this tiny little mark here. We have no marks here, but if we open up here, we're like, oh, there it is. That's why it's called the blind hem, because it's supposed to be nearly invisible, so to speak. And this is not something that you're going to pick up right away, because it involves a bit of becoming comfortable with the concept, understanding the steps, and really just feeling. Because there's times where I've done it and see I accidentally have gone through the fabric. Then I have to pull it back out and sort of feel around and make sure that, and I like to keep my middle finger back here, because it's important for me to feel the needle here. And that way when I'm punching through, I'm like, oh, it's about to come through. And then I'll just check on this side. I'm like, okay, I didn't puncture anything on this side. I'm going to kind of like touch the fabric here to make sure nothing got caught in there. And if you can, this has a tunnel, but normally this would just be a fold. You can see like, oh, okay. I was able to grab the back of the fabric, but I didn't grab that front fold. So things are going good. If this is pinched, that obviously means you have a mark on this side. So you don't want that pinch. So once you've done that, you pull it through again. And then you have that other prick mark in the back. So all your prick marks are to be to the back of the fabric in a place where you can't see. You're not going to see it on the front side. So on the actual hem or the front of the skirt, you're not going to see these prick marks. They're going to be in the back of the skirt, which is fine. What you don't want to see is like on the front part of the skirt, this huge machine line, and this is going to make it so that it's nice and hidden. Hence the name blind hem. So I'm going to do one more. Again, I'm just going to go in. From that first mark, I'm just going to go in. Stick it in my fabric. It shouldn't have come out all the way here, so I'm going to go back in. Feel around. Okay, now it's away. You can check inside here and see, okay, I didn't catch anything. Now I'm going to place my middle finger back here to feel, push through, okay, my little prick, okay. And that's what it looks like. And then, like I said, when you open it on this side, you'll see where it has caught in the inside. So it's secure. So as you can see, this is open. This is more secure. And the more you do, the more secure it'll be straight away. So you can see even where I pulled just now that this is more secure than this. And that's called a blind hem because aside from me having red thread, it's secure, but you can't see it on the front side of the garment. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Videos are uploaded weekly covering dressmaking, fashion, lectures, and more.